And now we are going to be moving on to the other sort of huge news that's been following us in the past few weeks is the Dota 2 International.
TI4.
TI4.
Yup.
The prize pool is disgusting at this point. Like,
is it at 7 million yet? It's so close this morning.
I don't believe it's broken 7 million yet, but Valve has released a bunch of new stretch goals because they passed the 6 million mark last week. Like, it's been crazy. It's growing so fast. But what I want to ask you guys is sort of, do you think that this $6 million prize pool is helping esports or is hurting esports? And Brian, I want to kick it off to you first.
I don't think it's hurting at all. I mean, Dota doesn't cost anything, and if you pay for it, it's because you want to, right? And that's sort of like the same thing that's going on here. Like, you can just watch TI4. You can watch streams if you want.
Yeah, there's no like digital pass to
I mean,
enable you to watch.
You can like buy the compendium for $10 if you want like all the extra stuff. But you can just watch it online. But yeah, people love this. They love these players. They're invested in this game, and they want to, they're kicking some money to it, and they're getting some cool stuff back. I don't see any problem with this.
How about you?
Outside of the Dota community, though, I think it's a little bit weird, at least for the fans. Like, a lot of the league players are like, well, Riot, why aren't you doing this? Like, we want to contribute. We want to give back to the teams. And they have things you can do that. You can buy, like, the in-game player icons.
Yeah, the emblems or whatever.
And some of that went to the team, but, like, this was, like, a very, like, put out in the open, like, for Dota. It's like, hey, look how much you're giving to the prize pool. Look how much these, like, the first place team is going to get, like, $2 million.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
But, like, I think other people want to see that now. They want to be able to contribute and be like, hey, we want to make further the scene, and this is a very good way to push it to the forefront.
Well,
what I've been sort of noticing since this has been reached, such heights, $6 million, is definitely, like, the Dota fans love it, but other esports fans totally are like, well, crap. Because the one that I definitely noticed this happening on was the Hearthstone tournament at BlizzCon. It's a $250,000 Hearthstone tournament. Blizzard's putting up the money, and everyone's like, well, thanks for putting up $250,000, Blizzard. That's like piss change. Why don't you give us $6 million? And it's like, well, it's not the same thing. Like, you guys should still be so happy that there's a $250,000 tournament.
The scale of those games is so different.
Yeah.
So the prize pools probably should be, at least for now, reflect that.
Yeah, if Dota's the most played game on Steam.
Yeah,
like
8 million people this month.
We don't know her Hearthstone stats, but
no.
But it's not going to be anywhere as close to that.
I don't think. Why would it be like, okay, this shatters esports prize pool records?
Yes.
Like last year, TI4 had 2.6, 2.8 million.
2.8.
Yes.
Not quite 3 million.
Sure.
And now we're over double that, and it's going to keep going.
Yeah, I mean, last year's PGA Masters tournament was $8 million.
Yep. But like,
what?
Why? I don't know why suddenly now that we've reached this new height, even though it's like insane.
Right. Like this isn't a standard. This doesn't mean that every Counter-Strike tournament now has to be $8 million.
Yeah.
Right. People don't have Valve money and Valve fans. I mean, I think Riot can match that.
Also,
if
this
they
isn't
open it up to their
Valve's
fans.
fault or money. Like, this is entirely the player base.
Yeah, this is
Valve
not.
kicked in.
Valve kicked in 1.6.
1.6.
So, and the rest is from the community and the fans buying the compendium or buying compendium points at least. So, I mean, you're totally right. It's the fans are doing this. It's just Valve allowed them to do so. And do you think, in that sense, that crowdfunded tournaments are the way of the future? Do you think that they're a good idea?
It certainly seems like it. I'd be very curious to see how, 5 years from now, is Kickstarter going to be a thing that people are still super into? Is crowdfunding going to be a thing that is still as much a big blooming bubble as it is now? And is Valve's, TI8 going to have the same amount of enthusiasm behind it?
I agree on that point, but it's also a little scary. Like, if people all of a sudden see this and like, okay, we're all going to start doing it. Okay, then
right.
Money's
will it collapse?
Yeah, it's just going to the money's just going to disperse again.
Right. Everything's going to thin out.
And I feel like we need to again, like, as like fledgling as esports is right now, kinda, it needs that big look at this.
Yeah.
Look how crazy this is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to be. It'll be weird to see because most things don't have this scale.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like the biggest game on Steam. It's the biggest tournament in the world for that game.
Riot's basically the only company that could compete with this.
Right. Most things are like tens of thousands of dollars.
And that's a lot.
It is. Yeah, that's a lot.
I mean, I'm really interested to see what's going to happen, how Riot's going to respond to this. I mean, they're saying that their championships are going to be in Korea this year. Like, they're going to have really a huge, awesome tournament again at the end of this LCS season. So we'll just have to see, and we'll have to see, if Blizzard is going to retaliate at all as well. Who knows? Brian and I did a conversation about this on our IGN Arena YouTube channel. So if you want to check that out, a little bit more in depth, you can do that. It's youtube.com/IGN Arena, and you can also subscribe to the channel there as well.